This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections.
And yes, we're here at 2019 Berlin Fire Department Autorama with the three amigos, I like to say, Jimmy, Al, and Matt. And tell me, Jim, how we doing this year?
We're doing great. This is our 6th annual Autorama. Proceeds are all going to the veterans like all the rest of them. Yards are filling up. It's early in the morning, so we're doing great.
Yeah, the weather's beautiful, huh? And how you doing, Matt? How you getting accustomed to all this stuff?
Yeah, getting used to it. These guys showed me the ropes, so it's getting easier every year.
Let me tell you, you got two good teachers. And and Al, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Larry. Good to see you. Glad you guys are here again. I just want to give a little shout out here at the show. We have a young man here that's selling Priest Nation stickers. It's too bad you missed it, but give him a call, get online, get some Priest Nation stickers, help out the kid. All the money that he makes on the stickers is going to the veterans also.
Yeah, he's great. Great kid, I'll tell you.
He's a very great kid.
And we're going to follow him. He's going somewhere, let me tell you. Racing in this town is special. And Jimmy, tell me, how's that dragster doing?
It's not together yet. It'll be together shortly. We had a couple setbacks, so we're still putting it together.
Now, I noticed you got some real nice trucks here for the kids to sit on and stuff, huh?
Yeah, well, we have a toucher truck for the kids. So we have some heavy equipment over there for them to play with. We're bringing in some fire trucks after the parade this morning. They'll be playing with those, and hopefully the kids will have a blast over there.
Yeah, I know the kids will love it. I'll tell you, I can't wait to see their faces when they... Especially that, look at that boom truck. Wow. Oh, my God.
That's NATO Brothers. They've been with us for 6 years now, and that's one of their concrete pumping trucks. They also brought us a tri-axle dump truck. We got a heavy-duty wrecker from D&L. We have from Earth Contractors a mini excavator. Yep. From the town of Berlin, we got a brand-new dump truck over there. We have a nice array of things for the kids to play on.
Got some stock cars, too, to look at over there. Bring back some memories, huh?
Those are the old stock cars from Plainville Stadium. And when racing was big around here, it's still big around here, but when the state of Connecticut had 4 or 5 tracks, now we're only down to the one.
Get skinny now.
It's only one this year. I haven't heard anything from Waterford yet.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. You never know. Well, I know you guys are busy. I don't want to tie you up. I know, and I want to wish you luck today. And as usual, we love being here. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Jimmy, Al, Matt. Good luck.
Thanks for being here.
Okay. And yes, welcome back to round 2 of the Berlin Fire Department show. And believe me, you are in for a treat today. Yes, moving over a car, we got really something special here. A 1913 Speedster with some real speed equipment. Steve Como, let me tell you, this thing is gorgeous. I love to just bring it home and park it right in my garage. Tell me about this car.
Well, an elderly gentleman that was a good friend of mine had started out, he had the set of side lights and the steering wheel, which are 1913, and he decided to build a car around them. He collected parts for about 25 years to build this car, and then he gave me all the parts, and I put the car together. And that's what we came out with so far.
Well, I tell you, it's gorgeous, but the history with that head on this motor, Frontenac, and tell people the story about Louis Chevrolet working for Ford.
Yeah, basically a lot of people were starting to race Model Ts, so Chevrolet decided that they'd develop a head to put on the Model T so that they could sell them to the people that were racing.
So, isn't that special? I mean, people have no idea. Chevrolet used to do work for Henry Ford to go fast.
Yeah, everything was about racing at that point.
Got that right. That's how you got your name in the paper back then.
Yep, definitely. The Frontenac head alone, without any other alterations, doubles the horsepower of a Model T.
Yes, it does. I'll tell you, I have to do this someday. Someday I have to do this because it's so special. You know?
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Now, where do you call home, Steve?
I live in Phillipston, Mass., a small town in central Mass.
Oh, how did you end up coming here today?
I'm actually camping down in Niantic with my brother this weekend, and when we go camping, we usually bring a couple cars with us and drive around the area.
Yeah, it's a nice area down there. And today it'd be beautiful by the water, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Now, who did the seats in here? I mean, this thing is gorgeous.
The seat is a speed, not a speedster seat, but the seat is designed off of a Model T Torpedo. The gentleman that did the seat has actually been gone for quite a while now. This seat was one of the first things that he collected and had done. This seat was done about 25 years ago. Wow. And it sat inside his house wrapped up.
Oh boy, let me tell you. He had good taste, that I'll tell you.
Yeah, definitely does. Definitely does.
Now, when you're on the, driving on the road, how fast will it go?
Well, it has no speedometer because it's a T, but I would say with this original speed equipment that this has, this will probably go close to 100 miles an hour.
Wow, wow. Let me tell you, the history with that head and how you got the motor here, very special. Very
yeah, it's it took a long time, but it's not completely finished, but it's been a really nice project, and really like the car a lot.
Get your address, because I'm going to have to get some knowledge how to do this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to help you.
Steve, I want to thank you. You were excellent. I'm sure you're going to do well today, and absolutely, I hope I see you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. You were great. Wow. A Model T with a Frontillac head. It was actually designed by Louis Chevrolet. And boy, let me tell you, this thing was just absolutely gorgeous. And yes, we have Dave Conant with this beautiful 33 Plymouth hot rod that reminds me of American Graffiti. And I'm sure it does you too, right, Dave?
Oh, it sure does. I watch the movie. I try and get the car as close to the movie as I can. I have fun working on it.
How long you been working on this car?
Oh, about 3 years now.
Boy, I'll tell you. It is gorgeous. Tell me about the motor in this car.
That's got a 350. It's all done up, popped up pistons. It's hot cam, all done all over, real good.
Now, is the chassis of 33 Plymouth too, or no?
33 Plymouth, all solid steel. We just keep working on it.
Now, you belong to a club?
Yes, I belong to the Gasket Goons in Portland, and I belong to the Connecticut Road Lancers in Meriden. Yeah, both.
You go to a lot of shows?
Many as I can. Yeah.
What do you rather like doing, going to a show or going on a tour or driving?
Well, I think the shows. You meet a lot of nice people, and it's a lot of fun.
Tell me about the drivetrain. What's the transmission and rear?
It's got the 450, and it's got the. I don't know what gears I'm running in right now, but it's mostly all stock. Should get up and go.
It'll go, huh?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I bet you this brings you back to when you were a kid.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't have it when I was a kid.
Yeah. I know.
Yep.
I love the color of the car too. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. I got it.
Did you paint it or someone else?
No, I had it done.
Yeah.
I did all the body work, and then I had it. No place to really shoot it, working outside in the yard, backyard mechanic,
Yeah.
So it's just fun doing.
Now, you go to a lot of shows?
Yeah. Yep, we do. Many as we can.
Yep.
So usually every night of the week, you got a cruise night to go to. Yep. Weekends, you got car shows to go to. Yep. So
I like to say the collector car world is alive and well.
It is. I hope the young people get back into it. It would be nice.
Do you have any kids involved in doing anything?
I have one son. He's into it, but not strong like I am.
Yeah. Well, we got to make somebody carry this on,
Oh, yeah. Most of the stuff is going to be in his name, so he'll carry it on.
Oh, I'm sure of that. Well, Dave, I want to thank you. This This car just brought me back to American graffiti, and I'm sure it does the same for you.
It sure does. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you do well here today,
right.
too. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You are excellent. It's always nice to see a wide variety of cars, and believe me, this yellow hot rod was special. I mean, look at the work done to this car. Everything looks just beautiful. Very nice. And yes, we have Marty Marolla with a beautiful 1938 Chevy. This thing's got some very special things, Marty. Tell me about it.
Well, it was a four-door sedan. I decided to weld the front doors closed, moved the windshield back to the middle of the car, made the cowl by hand, bent it on a drive shaft to get the radius. Wound up doing it right-hand drive. It's got a subframe out of an 80 Camaro. It's got a 71 350 in it with out of a Monte Carlo plain motor, and I put dual trips on it. I had a friend of mine had 3 deuces, and then I painted it, did it all in 1 year, and I had a friend do the interior. No talent for the interior.
Oh yeah, I love that orange. What is that color?
It's Mazda burnt orange effect. Yes,
Wow.
Yeah, and just a white pearl over it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
love that orange.
Thank you.
So you did everything yourself?
I had to. I can't afford to have somebody do it.
How long did it take you to do this? Oh, you're kidding me. Wow. Wow, you work fast.
I had to. Now I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah. What do you got for a rear end?
It's got a 71, I think it's a station out of a station wagon, old Chevy rear, 373s. The car cruises right along, 85, 90. It runs good, excellent.
The style of it with that open roof, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's really special.
It was up in the air. I was going to cut the whole roof off, and I decided to keep it.
Yeah.
You know, just something different. It grew on me. So I figured leave it like that. If it rains, you know, half of my head's going to get wet. That's all.
What about the seats? They're pretty too.
The seats come out of a Honda, and I had the guy redo the seats to fit the car. That's all. I just changed the pattern on it and something different.
The colors on this car are stunning.
Oh, it is. It's excellent.
Where do you call home, Marty?
Wallingford.
Oh, good. You're not far away.
Nope. Got a bunch of more toys.
You do?
Yeah, just
You come here often?
It's the second time I came. I came here 2 years ago. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Getting
I'll tell you.
tougher.
I'm sure you're going to do very well here today, and I have to commend you. The work on this car, very special.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having an interview, and I hope we see you in the future.
Very good. Thank you.
We'll have to see what else you own.
Yeah, it's in the photo album.
Okay. Yes, we moved over a car, and I have to tell you, Steve Corden, this 63 Max Wedge brings me back when I was a teenager. I used to dream about owning one of these cars. Now, tell me, how'd you ever acquire this thing?
Well, I looked for one for quite a while, and I found this one on the internet. It was owned, I can't remember the guy's name, I have it home, but he lived up near Cape Cod, and his best friend had it for years before him. It spent a long time up there, and then his best friend passed away, and he took possession of the car, and he had it for like 8 or 9 years. The only thing is he put 400 miles on it in all the time he had it.
400 miles.
400 miles in 8 or 9 years. So this car's hardly ever been used over the years. In 1985, it was restored a bit and freshened up, and it only had 16,000 plus a few miles on it back in 85. Wow. So right now it only has a little over 20,000, and this is original mileage on this car.
I mean, that's the original 426, right?
It's the original motor, 426 Super Stock Max Wedge. This is the smaller Max Wedge, believe it or not. This has 415 horsepower, and it's 11-to-1 compression ratio. The bigger Max Wedge was a 13-to-1 with 425 horsepower. But these cars were bought to race. It was bought in Lubbock, Texas by Fender Tubbs, was a big Plymouth Chrysler dealer. And they bought a lot of these cars and raced them a bit. And this was raced a few times back then.
Drag racing in days, this car was king.
These cars were king. They would do probably, with a good driver and a good tune-up, 12.5 out of the box.
And with technology, with the tires back then, believe me.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they, in fact, this has the original style tires on it.
Yeah.
They were a 715 bias 14-inch. And they would probably smoke up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Fun. Oh, they had fun.
They had a lot of fun. You'd go around the water box, so, you know. So,
Now tell me, Steve, where do you call home?
I call home. I live in Waterbury, Connecticut, yeah.
You come here often?
This is my first time to this show. It's only been around 5 or 6 years. I tried to make it the last couple of years, but something always came up where I couldn't. But today I was free. We have a beautiful day, and I said, let's go,
Jukebox Drive, right?
This is Jukebox Drive, yes, on the dashboard. Yes, that's the way they had these for many, many years. They didn't go to the column until 1965. They went back and put them out. They started putting them on the column.
I can remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, this is a beautiful original car. It's never been tubbed, altered in any way, never had a roll bar. And these come from the factory. I mean, we're not going to get on the ground, but these have 3-inch cutoffs underneath the car. So when you did take it racing, you could just get underneath, take off the plate, and then you'd have straight pipe, and off you go, yeah.
Well, I know one thing, Steve. The little old lady from Pasadena is going to be very upset.
Yeah, she'd like to come up against this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Over there in California, that's a great song. I love when I hear the oldies and I hear that song. Now, these Savoys, these were the cheapest body made. This does have a heater and a radio, but there's like no carpeting or anything. And these have rubber floors in them. They were like the taxi cab style, except the taxi would have been a 4-door. Yeah.
Let me tell you, they sold a lot of the slant 6s, but not a lot of max wedges.
Not a lot of, no, there's not a lot of max wedges, they did start max wedge in '62, but it was a 413 cube.
Yes, it was.
And a lot of them had a 3-speed. They didn't have a 4-speed, I'm not sure when they came with the 4-speed.
Well, I'll tell you, this has been like the joy of my day looking at this car. I want to thank you for the interview and commend you how nice you keep it, and hope we see you here all the time.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care, buddy. You were excellent. Just looking at this 426 max wedge really brought me back. Yes, we have Tom Petrozzello with the beautiful 1951 Ford, and this thing has got some work done to it. Tell me about this thing.
Well, it's got a custom paint job. It's all done up in old school, as we call it. It's got a small block Chevy in it with dual quads. It's got airbags on it, pinstriping, lace pipes. It's from the 50s style car.
I mean, this thing almost looks like metal flake.
Well, it's a gold metal flake in the paint. Yes, there is.
Did you build this car yourself?
No, I didn't build it. I bought this car out of Milford. A gentleman from, I think, Milford built the car originally. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, this thing really caught my attention. It reminds me of a custom car you saw in the 50s. Is that the theme of this car?
That's it. It's called back to old school.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the 50s. Yeah.
They were the good days, right?
Yeah, they were the good days. That's when we used to be able to build our own.
Yeah. Now tell me, where do you call home, Tom?
I'm from Cromwell, Connecticut.
Oh, you're not far away.
No. I belong with the Over the Hill Gang Connecticut chapter.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. So you keep active? You go to a lot of shows every year?
Yeah, we do. We go quite a bit of shows. We travel around the state. We used to go out of state all over New England coast with the cars, too. I got a little too old, so a little tough driving all the way around there.
Hey, as long as we're still here, it's good.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I tell people. I wake up in the morning, it's a good day.
That's true. As long as you're standing straight up and the grass is under your feet.
You got that right. So it's got a 350 Chevy, is that what you said?
Yes, yes.
What kind of trans? Hydromatic? What do you call it?
It's an automatic transmission. It's all leather, rolled and pleated interior in it.
Boy, that interior is beautiful. I was looking at it. Who did that?
I'm not sure who actually did the upholstery on it back when it was built.
They did it right, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure. Yeah.
So, is this your first time at this event or no?
Oh no, we come here quite a few times. We've been here. Yeah.
Yeah, the good people here.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good club that puts it on.
Good cause, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very good cause.
Well, I have to say, Tom, the car is gorgeous. You keep it beautiful. We hope to see you in the future, and I want to thank you for having your interview with us.
Oh,
very good, buddy.
It's a pleasure.
Excellent job. Yes, this 51 Ford, believe me, was just the epitome of a 1950s hot custom car, and boy, let me tell you, the paint in this car just glittered. Unbelievable, beautiful job. And yes, we have Brad and Courtney with this beautiful DeLorean. I mean, this car looks like it's brand new. Tell me about this car, Brad.
Well, this is the 1981 DeLorean DMC12. It's a V6 PRV engine. And of course, it's powered by the flux capacitor on the inside.
Oh, so we got to have that.
We got to have all the Back to the Future swag here for the kids. They love it. And my wife, Courtney, she gave me the approval to buy it when we found it in Old Lyme, Connecticut, in a barn.
In Old Lyme.
Yep, in Old Lyme, Connecticut. Has been driven since ~93. We picked up about 4 years ago. Basically, it's stainless steel. It's one of the only stainless steel cars ever made. And so, we just cleaned it up, and it was good as new. Replaced some of the rubber parts.
I have to commend you, Courtney. This was a heck of a good decision.
It was.
Now, tell me, how do you like driving it?
You know, it's funny. I haven't actually driven it myself yet. I'm just a passenger. It's been a long time since I've driven a car that doesn't have power steering. But being a passenger is a lot of fun. It's fun to see people's reactions on the road when we drive by.
I like your marker plate.
Oh, yeah, we had to go with that, from the movie. A little.
Everybody you talk to asks you about the capacitor, right?
Everybody. I had to get one. They was like, where's the flux capacitor? I'm like, it's right here.
You come to the show often? Or?
This is the first time at this show. Yep. So we're really loving it. What a great day for a show.
Oh, it is. Let me tell you, beautiful.
This is like the ultimate car show day. And the ultimate car show. Look at all these great cars. Amazing.
They got a couple hundred cars here with no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. So
we'll have to get down. Where do you call home, Courtney?
Simsbury, Connecticut. That's where we came from.
Away.
No, not too far. We can get here without driving on the highways, so that's good.
That's good. And
we're even hanging here with our Back to the Future t-shirts. These are kind of a little deep, but Lone Pines Mall. See, it was originally Twin Pines Mall. Then when Marty went back with the DeLorean, like he's doing right here, he actually ran over one of the pine trees. So he went back to the future. It turned into Lone Pine Mall.
Oh, my dear. Boy, you're really into this. Huh? We have to get you in the movies one of these days.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
You got to go, 88 miles an hour, Marty.
That's it. Well, I want to thank you for your interview. You're excellent.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you,
Courtney.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Pleasure
you.
meeting you, and I'll have to give you the information so you can see yourself on TV.
Great.
He's going to take some pictures of this car.
Yeah.
Great.
And who knows? We may even go Back to the Future too, Bill.
There you go.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun with Brad and Courtney and their time machine. They got all the memorabilia to go with it too, and believe me, it was just a beautiful car, and you can't run into people like this at these events. Trust me, just outstanding. And of course, at each event, when the fire department has it, they have Touch Your Truck and perennial favorite, the Maydew brothers bring their cement pumping truck here, and as you could see, it's really special, as all the vehicles that came here where the kids go in and have a good time. Let me tell you, next year, please try to remember this date. This is the absolute wonderful event to go to with your kids and family to support the Berlin Fire Department. And yes, this other truck that was there from D&L Towing, Rotator, I can't even tell you how much this truck cost, but I got a feeling it's closer to the $1 million figure than the 500,000 figure. But boy, let me tell you, it's special, and we're really thankful that everybody brings their vehicles here to show them at this Berlin Fire Department event.
This program is brought to you in part by SalCal Real Estate Connections.